Hey, welcome to another update on Archmage Rises. This week we've made some pretty good progress, I think, which I'm just about to show you. Okay, we've had some new people that have purchased the game and been testing it out, and they've had some problems with playing the latest build, 12.3. And I want to let you know that we are investigating your bug reports, and one of them has to do with corrupted save files, and we think we figured out the corrupted save file issue, and that is ready to go. But the blank screen coming back from combat, we still don't have a solution for that. We're still testing and trying to figure that out. If you're having that issue, there is a post about how you can get the player log file. And if you can get that player log file to us, it might contain an error message or something that tells us like what is going on and causing the black screen from combat. So anyway, that is still under investigation, and as soon as we figure it out, we will release. Even if it's not a Friday or something, we'll just push it out as soon as we have a release. So thank you for the bug reports, and we take them seriously, and we'll do what we can to fix it. Next thing is, last week I shared with you that Michael went unpaid for, I think it was 8 days or something. And this week I was finally able to pay him. Some money finally came in and I was able to pay him, so that's good. And he was paid, I guess, 12 days after he was supposed to be paid. And now in 2 days it's a new payroll cycle. So hopefully I'll be able to take care of that. So finances are still a challenge, and I'm going to give you more of an update about that next week. But this week I'm focused just kind of what we are doing on the combat progress. Michael, we're going to get him back in the country. So this is what happened. He moved here from the United States to this tiny island, and he has an apartment that he rents, and we were working together here in the office, and that was great. His grandmother got sick, and sadly she passed away, and he went down to the funeral, and he was staying at his family's house, and decided that he was going to stick around for kind of another week or so, and then he was going to come back and cross the border from the US into Canada. Well, that week was March 15th, and that is when everything closed. And so when he did try to come back, because this is where he lives and this is where his job is, they turned him away at the border, and he's been living with his parents for 5 months. It's been 5 months that we've been waiting to try and get Michael back. The Canadian border, they make an announcement saying every 30 days, somewhere around the 21st, they say whether or not it's going to be closed for the next 30 days. And so we're like, initially it was like, okay, it's closed for 30 days, we'll just wait it out. And then it was like, oh, it's another 30 days. And I was like, oh, okay. And then another 30 days. And anyways, it's been 5 months of 30 days. And anyway, so we just did all the paperwork necessary to get him back here in the country so that Daniel and I and Michael can all work in the same room and do what we need to do. So there was a bunch of work this week in order to get that happen. So the website Q says that it takes 19 weeks to process the paperwork. So who knows when we're going to see him next. Hopefully because of some reasons, it'll go a lot faster than that I won't get into. Okay, so enough about that. Let's go take a look at the game. The first thing I'm sure you noticed is how awesome that bat animation is now. He doesn't look like he's spazzing out anymore. No, probably what you're noticing is all the animation work that we've put in. So we have lots and lots of characters, monsters that have been animated, and we're finally getting them into the game. And so Daniel's been working very diligently on getting them in, and I think they look pretty darn good. First thing is, so I guess the second thing is for combat, I've moved the camera angle. I've actually moved it slightly up, and now it's a little easier to see things in the back. So before, with the old camera angle, with this big giant guy at the front, you never would have been able to see this guy behind here. You'll see that I've updated the health bars, and right now they're sitting on top of everything, which is not what they're supposed to be doing, but whatever. This is all a work in progress. So just the fact that I can show you something each week is actually kind of impressive, because usually there's so much dust and debris that it's hard to show anything. But anyway, I've also spaced it out, so the 5 spots go all the way across the screen, which gives us a little more room so you can actually see the guys. They don't cover each other up so much. They were really like compacted in, so a little bit better of an angle. You'll also see for this guy up here, this bat, based on feedback from the last video, we put in dotted lines to show where the flying guys are actually aligning. It's by no means perfect, but basically the flying guy is in the middle row. He's actually not at the front. He's in the middle row. And anyways, he looks kind of weird. And the other thing is both these guys are exactly the same, but their animation is staggered. And that is also due to feedback. So thanks for mentioning that we should do that. And we figured out how to start the animations not always at 0. And so it looks a little bit better. Okay, something that Michael's been working on, really he's been doing a lot of plumbing and rewriting and stuff just to get the thing ready. So just to give you some context, Nick and I wrote the combat in, I think, three or 4 weeks back in the day. And back in the day, I think, is 2016. So 4 years ago, we spent about 3 weeks writing the combat. And now we're really writing the combat in order to really work with all the amazing things that the game allows. And so there's been a lot of rewriting, and one of those things is how you can target the spells. So we have a very basic spell here, Arcane Bolt, and I'll just put it at the lowest thing, and I'll just hit somebody with it. Oh, you'll see the line of sight here. So if I'm trying to hit this guy, I actually can't. There, it hit the guy in front of him for 6 damage. So that's very basic targeting. We had that working before, but now what we have is... I don't know why this isn't lit. Now what we have is multi-targeting. So this one says 3 to 5 missiles per cast. Actually, you can target up to 5 different targets. So we should have some numbering or something somewhere. Again, it's work in progress. But if I click here, that's the... Hey, that didn't work at all. What is going on here? Ah, everybody's attacking me. Ah, I'm dying. I don't even know how I missed my turn. Ah, I have to keep healing myself. Oh no, the bat is now attacking me. Well, everything's working. Except, I don't know why it's not my turn. Worst demo ever. Ah, they just keep attacking. Okay, well, this lets you see all the cool animations. Okay, there's some kind of... oh no, he's healing them. There's some kind of error that's actually popping up in the log, and I'm never going to get my turn. So I'm just going to turn this off. I really did test it before. Oh, it's the bat! I didn't have the bat in the last time I tested it. I gotta comment out the bat. Okay. Yeah, the bat breaks the game right now. Nothing like live coding during a video demo. Okay, I'll get rid of that bat. I wanted to show you the bat because we put in the lines because somebody suggested that. Okay. Here we go again. Okay, so we now have multi-targeting. So our spells, it's now configurable in the data as to like how many targets you can pick. So imagine we were doing a teleport spell, and when you cast a teleport spell, it lets you teleport like 2 enemies rather than just 1. That's really important for balancing for the AP usage and the stamina usage, especially as you become more powerful, you'll get more and more casts out of a single spell. Okay, so I can click here, that's 1, here that's 2, 3, 4, bam, 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 bam. So that kind of cued targeting wasn't possible before, so that's cool. Another thing that wasn't possible before is the ability to cast Arcane Shield. Before you could only cast it on yourself, but now that we're allowing you to have henchmen, allies, NPCs with you, you have to be able to cast it on others, and so now you can cast basically any spell on anybody. Now, why would you want to put an Arcane Shield on somebody else? Oh, I just cast it on myself. Okay, why would you want to put an Arcane Shield on him? I don't know. You can't really see it, but there's a really, really tiny icon underneath him showing that I cast Arcane Shield on him. So if I hit him with damage, it'll damage his shield. Yeah, they're all whacking away at me. Oh no, my shield's down. Am I gonna die? Not again. Okay. So that is the targeting. You can see the animations, and that's about all I have to show right now. We think for the status of the creatures, again, we're going to put the health bars at their feet with their name and a count of how much health they have. And if they're in the bottom row, it's always at their feet. If they're in the top row, like this guy, we'll put it at the feet. Or we're thinking if they're always in the top row, we're always going to put it over their head. And so then that creates a question: what do you do in the middle? Like, so you can see this Gunko guy, we have to stick it somewhere. So we're looking into some dynamic dodging, and so we can kind of dodge it off to the side, so it's not covering something up. We'll see how that works, but right now we think by default the health bars and stuff are going to be at their feet, and that makes the screen not look so crowded, and there's just like, it was too busy, there was too much going on. Okay, and the last thing is Roger, the artist, is busy working away, planning out the next new race to add to the game, and that is the Gargoyles. And here are just two simple sketchbook things that he just kind of sent me today to just show some progress. And so we're busy working on that new race. So a lot of things on the go. We got 5 of us all actively working on this thing right now, and so it's going pretty well. So it's not a disaster, and it's not going to take as long as Dungeons. You heard it here first. It's not going to take 17 months to do the combat, but we'll see how long it actually takes. Okay, that's all I got for now, and I will give you an update next week. Bye!